Yo, chat. Chat. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Yes, sir, man. So, man, I don't know if y'all boys know. Today is the day. NBA is back. It's time for the risk taking, bro. I don't know. It's time for the parlays of hell. Parlays of doomsdale. Them bitches is back, bro. I'm about to cook up some slips right now. Feel me? I just wanted to do this little stream real quick to cook up some slips, play some 2K, you know. And then when the games is on, I will be streaming and playing watching the games live at the same time. But obviously I can't show y'all niggas the game, but I'm gonna be on here live, you know what I'm saying? Showing y'all the game, showing y'all the slips. Let's try to make some money on stream every night together now, bro. NBA is back. Who's happy, bro? Cause shit, nigga, I'm happy. I'm happy. I don't care, nigga. If I only win $50, it's pros, profits, bro. We need all that shit. You feel me? Today, I was looking over the slips. Well, like the books, I mean. And I'm fucking with some shit. There's like a 4-legger that I might put out, and then there's like a fucking 6-legger that I might put out. Feel me? But I'm gonna go over it. So that's what we about to do right now. We about to react to some daily picks and shit. See what some other niggas talking about on YouTube, and then we'll see what's going on Twitter as well. But for right now, we about to just do it like this. Feel me? So everybody drop a like, bro.
All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel, and yes, welcome back to the NBA. We got 2 games to kick us off in the 2025-26 NBA season. Normally, we're going to go through the entire slate, but today, we're going to be splitting these 2 games into 2 separate videos. So in this video, I'm diving into the Thunder and the Rockets game. I'm going to break it down. I'll give you my prediction on the side. I'll give you my prediction on the total. We'll talk about any other plays like player props that we like within the game as well. But as always, guys, make sure to keep an eye down on the pinned comment. That's where you'll find all of my final plays, so I'm actually rolling with myself. If that does interest you, it's absolutely free down in the pinned comment. All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. I tell you guys I'm a dummy all the time. They don't suck. They've just been sucking. Get them down to -3. 4 more juice than Jose Canseco in his prime. Tell me you're new without telling me you're new. So don't go jumping down my throat in the comments, right? If you want to fade me, or if you do want to ride me, this still leaves a bad taste in my mouth, right? And remember,
niggas saying Rockets money on
comment. And with the return of the NBA season, is the return of the ride of the day. Let's go. Guys, if you don't know what the ride of the day is, if you're perhaps new and you don't know what I'm talking about here, it's just something really simple but fun and unique that we do here on the channel that involves you guys watching right now. All you have to do is use that hashtag ride of the day down in the comments. I jump on board with one person's play each and every day and give you a shout out in the next video, win or loss. Now, obviously, we hope you win. If you do, we continue to roll in ride of your play and let you go on a little bit of a streak.
Niggas got the Rockets winning today.
You still do get the shout out, but no one wants to be shouted out for a loss, right? And yeah, you got to face the womp womp on the soundboard. So get those hashtag ride of the days down in the comments. Guys, if I'm mumbling and jumbling, I'm sorry. I'm just excited. So I'll get ahead of it now. I might be mumbling and jumbling aplenty here. Go ahead and comment mumble jumble down in the comments. But hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's jump into it. We got the Thunder taking on the Rockets. Thunder 7.5-point favorites, obviously coming off of a championship season.
I had the Rockets lose while winning today.
27.5. Now I do want to address some of the lineup changes / injuries. We'll start with injuries here on the Houston side of things. Capella probable, Eason probable, Jayshawn Tate questionable, Dorian Finney-Smith doubtful, and then if you don't know, Fred VanVleet out, most likely missing the entire season. On the OKC side of things, Caruso is questionable.
They don't got
Isaiah
no guard
Joe's
for the
questionable.
Rockets.
You have Mitchell questionable, and Jalen Williams, yes, the second best player on this team, questionable. So we're going to keep an eye on that. And then you have Kendrick Williams also listed as out there. But yes, the Jalen Williams is going to be something that we definitely want to keep an eye on throughout the day. I think that is a massive, massive piece that we are still waiting on here. Now, I mentioned some lineup changes and some new guys. Who more notable than Kevin Durant now making his Rockets debut? And this is going to be an interesting lineup because right now, depending on what site you look at and everything like that, this is a very interesting starting lineup. Amen Thompson at the 1, Durant, Jabari Smith, Sengun, and then Steven Adams at the 5. It's like, that is a massive lineup.
What the fuck? Yeah, I did see that, bro. Kevin Durant is about to be playing the 2 today. I don't know how I feel about that. I ain't gonna lie. Kevin Durant playing the 2. He gonna be getting rebounds. He gonna have the ball in his hand for sure.
You know what I mean? So we'll see if that's the type of thing that we continue to see, I guess you could say, throughout the year. But overall, I mean, needless to say, that is just a massive, massive lineup. On the OKC side of things, not much has changed, right? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at the 1, Lou Dort at the 2, Williams, if he plays, listed at the 3 here, Holmgren and Isaiah Hartenstein at the 4 and the 5. Now, what I want to talk about here, usually we're going to go through the side first, but I kind of want to start talking about the total because these are two of, obviously, the better teams in the league defensively just from a year ago. Now, what you're looking at here is the Guy Boston Sports NBA dashboard. If you guys want access to it, it's free right now. Go ahead and check it out, GuyBostonSports.com. Head to the members area of the entire league. OKC, third fewest points allowed a year ago. Houston, 6th. And from a scoring perspective, where they like to shoot from, yeah, it was mostly in the paint and in the mid-range, which is very interesting, right? You have a Houston team that did take a lot of mid-range jumpers. Now adding a Durant, he probably flows right into it. Also, points in the paint. You can see 2 decent enough points in the paint defenses. So I do want to start with the total and say I think this one, we struggled to get over that number, 227.5. Now, before I really make my claim and stake my claim on it, it's the beginning of the NBA season. We're looking at last year's data. Plenty has changed. These teams have changed. You want to be conservative. You want to be light heading into the year while we gather some data, okay? So I'm not going to tell you you're an idiot right now if you're like, nah, man, I like the over. Sure, by all means, you might be coming at some angles that make sense. For me, I do think that defense will rise to the top in this spot, especially as Durant gets acclimated to playing here. The Thunder, obviously, maybe a potential championship hangover, right? I just think that we could see some points being struggled to score early. Am I saying that these two teams are going to stink? It's going to be like a 65-59 game? Hell no. These are obviously very good teams. You got Shai. You got, obviously, Durant. You have Sengun. You have Holmgren. You have a bunch of guys that can go off in this game. So if you're on that over, I'm not trying to tell you no. I do think that the fact that we have 2 defenses that are pretty good against the mid-range, first and foremost, and pretty good down low. You can see it in our NBA dashboard here. Oklahoma City against the mid-range and in the restricted area, and Houston in the mid-range and in the restricted area / in the paint. Both of these teams are pretty damn sturdy, and obviously OKC, the number 1 team in terms of points in the paint allowed last year. I do really like it. From another perspective, so say these 2 teams do get into the lane and they're like, oh crap, I can't score here, we have to kick it out. One, well, look at this. Catch and shoot. Houston is a phenomenal catch and shoot team. OKC, honestly, from a frequency perspective, not the best. I mean, guys weren't really doing it against them. But from an effective field goal percentage, they're one of the better defensive teams from a catch and shoot perspective as well. So even if these guys get into the lane, realize, oh my God, it's going to be pretty tough to score down here. You know, Holmgren, Isaiah Hartenstein, you got Sengun, you got Jabari Smith, you got Steven Adams. There's some trees down there, right? And they try and kick it out. You have some really good closeout defense on each side as well. So that's where I don't see either team really, really having the easiest of time scoring. Now, OKC played at a top 5 clip in terms of pace last year, especially at home. Yeah, that could worry me. But again, I do think the under is going to be the spot in which we look at in this one. From a side perspective, I mean, is it too early to sound the psycho alert alarm? I like the idea of getting 7.5 points in my back pocket on opening night. If this is a low-scoring game, and you have Durant to now match anything that, Shai can do offensively, I think that they can keep this one fairly close. And I do think Houston is going to be a very, very good defensive team this year. My only concern
I ain't gonna
with
lie,
them
I think
keeping
I
this game
agree
close,
with
and
the
by the way,
under,
guys,
too.
I will obviously be transparent like I always am. I like that under more than I do the side, but it's still early in the year too. If you're like, dude, the Thunder are going to roll them, I'm not going to really sit here and argue. At this point in the year, I always tell you, if you're having a beer with a buddy and he says, hey, I like this, and you call him an
I
idiot
don't think
for
I'm gonna
liking
take
that
the money
play,
line
you're
on that
probably
game. I
the
think
idiot
I'm gonna
because
take
there's not enough to go off of, right?
total.
You don't need to be saying that stuff. But one thing that I will say is, kind of lost my train of thought here. I do think that this is going to be a slow scoring game or low scoring game. My one concern is that Oklahoma City starts to run, and that big lineup I just talked about from Houston, they start to think, okay, well, how the hell are we going to do this, right? Because that lineup that they have slated to start right now does not scream, let's play the transition game with you. So that could get a little bit dicey. But I do think that they'll be able to slow them down. So again, I like the under in this spot. I also like the idea of Houston plus the 7.5 points. What am I more likely to roll with as a final play? I will say the under for sure. Now, guys, before we do dive into a few player props that I'm liking, let me talk to you about Underdog. They have a Durant 0.0, yeah, zero, flat 0 points, rebounds, and assist line. All he needs is one of those stats to cash, and boom, you cash that square. Go ahead and check it out. That link will be down below in the description as well as the pinned comment. Oh, and new customers, you can play $5 over on Underdog and get $100 instantly in bonus entries. $5, $100 free. Are you kidding me? If you're not racing to click the link down in the description as well as the pinned comment or scanning the QR code on your screen, you're missing out on a free $100. Say you cash the entry that you use to use that play $5 get $100 thing, you still get that as well. So you're on your way to building a nice little bankroll over there. Go ahead and check it out. Again, that link will be down below in the description as well as the pinned comment. Let's talk about player prop number 1 that I'm liking here. I mentioned how this is a pretty damn big team and big starting lineup that Houston's going to roll out. I like the idea of Alpi Sengun here. Over 8.5 rebounds. Last year, he hit it in 73% of games. On the road, he hit it in 76% of games. If we look at him head-to-head here against the Thunder, he's hit it in 3 of the last 4 now. In this one, not exactly all that great. He only had 8 potential rebounds, right? Or rebound chances, I should say. Not exactly what we want to see, but this is a Thunder team that was bottom 10 overall in terms of preventing rebounding last year. A little bit better against power forward and the center position. But I do think that this is going to be a spot in which he can get 9 boards. You get that from -125 over on ESPN right now. The reason being is, like I said with this dashboard, guys, this OKC team likes to shoot near the paint. And same thing with Houston. A lot of the times when guys are shooting near the paint and say they're missing, the bigger guys on the squad are going to get the rebound, right? And this is a Sengun that I think will get some 5 minutes in this game. I think he'll play the majority of the 4 minutes. So I like the idea of him to get 9 boards. Again, he crushed this line just a year ago. So I think this is a decent enough spot, averaging 10.4 rebounds per game last year. Without Van Fleet, I guess we can say that it's not too relevant, but it does go up, right? 11.06, so that's nice. The last 2 games, 14 in each of those. He hasn't played the Thunder without Van Fleet here either. But if this kind of sticks to where I think it's going to be in somewhat of a low-scoring game, grinded out type game, I like the idea of some missed shots and Sengun not getting run out of the gym via transition. Now, the second one, I feel kind of bad taking this one because I do think he's going to have a decent year. But to start, I think this line's a little bit too high. It's going to be Tari Eason. He is questionable to play, so he might not even play. But I like his under 14.5 points plus rebounds. By the way, guys, I wanted to jump in here and let you know that the tool we're using right now is called Outlier. It is one of my favorite player prop research tools out there. Go ahead and check it out.
Let me see if he got a game. I mean, he got a couple of picks for the, what's it called? Yeah, this shit.
If you understand what I'm about to say now, there will be a great change in your life in the coming days, attracting the abundance of health into your
All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the NBA. We got the second game of opening night to dive into in today's video. We got the Lakers and the Warriors. Like I always do, guys, I'm going to break this game down. I'll give you my prediction on the side. I'll give you my prediction on the total. We'll talk about any other plays like player props that we like within the game as well. But as always, guys, make sure to keep an eye down on the pinned comment of this video. That's where you'll find all of my final plays, so I'm actually rolling with myself. If that does interest you, it's absolutely free down in the pinned comment. All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. I tell you guys I'm a dummy all the time. They don't suck. They've just been sucking. Get them down to -3 before. More juice than Jose Canseco in his prime. Tell me you're new without telling me you're new. So don't go.
Chat, I think we're going to take Al Horford for 6 points. First game with the Warriors. Starting center. You think Big Al could get 6 points on the pick and roll, bro? Pick and pop. I think so. Will he? That's another question. I don't know. But I believe he will. But let's see.
Jumping down my throat in the comments,
6 points
right?
for Al Horford. I got 4 legs so far. Let's see.
And remember, more chins, more wins. Comment. Now, FYI, this is, like I said, the second game of the doubleheader opening night. We have the Houston Rockets and the Oklahoma City Thunder video posted separately on the channel, breaking that game down. I'll put that in the pinned comment if you guys do want to check it out, if you are interested in that. Now, before we dive into this one, guys, I want to talk to you about Chalkboard. They have a free Steph Curry square for tonight. 0.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He scores 1 point, it cashes. He gets 1 rebound, it cashes. Or if he gets an assist, it cashes. But that's not all. You also get your first deposit matched 100%. Double up that bankroll over on Chalkboard. They have also been throwing out the promos and the boosts and the multipliers like you read about. Go check it out, guys. Becoming my favorite, at least one of my favorite DFS player prop apps out there. Go get this free square. Go get all of the boosts and multipliers and the cool features that they have with the link down below in the description, as well as the pinned comment. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's talk Lakers Warriors here. Lakers right now 2-point dogs at home. Total sitting at 224.5. These two teams, yeah, there are some notable injuries here. Jimmy Butler's probable, Kuminga's probable, Melton and Moody both out. On the Lakers side of things, you have LeBron James already listed as out. His son, Bronny, questionable. Jackson Hayes, questionable as well. So obviously LeBron missing this game, and I think he won't be back until, a few weeks, mid-November. That's huge for this Lakers squad. But at the same time, there was a little bit of the baton being passed to Luka last year, right? So where do we go from a side perspective here? The one thing I want to mention is there seems to be a little bit more continuity between this Golden State team, between, Steph, Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, that type of thing, than there is with the Lakers. You have a new figurehead in there with Luka. Austin Reeves, obviously a good player. Rui, DeAndre Ayton being new as well. There just seems to be a little bit more pieces moving.
I might take Jimmy Butler for 12 points
in an opening night matchup. But what may help the Lakers, and again, this is all data from last year and the information that we have over on the Guy Boston Sports NBA dashboard. If you want to check it out, GuyBostonSports.com. Members right here, NBA dashboard. It is free for the next week. After that, $6.99 a month. A couple of things that I want to note here. We know this Golden State's DNA, with Steph Curry at the helm, likes to shoot the threes, right? And the Lakers, above the break, only 35% to their opponents last year. They were top half in the league in terms of points allowed from three, a top 10 team when it came to being at home. You can even see here from a catch and shoot standpoint, pretty damn good. From an effective field goal percentage on the pull-up jumper, pretty good. So I do think that does, a lot for this Lakers team staying in it. But is this Luka's team? I know I said there's a little bit of a passing of the baton, but is it too much to weather the storm with no LeBron on opening night in what is somewhat of a heated affair, right, between the Lakers and the Warriors? That is such a low number. I think I want to take the team that has a little bit more continuity, that I do believe is a little bit better coached in the Warriors. So it is a slight lean, I'll tell you that right now. But I think the fact that we have Jimmy, Draymond, Steph, and even now Al Horford, who obviously is new to the team, but very much a veteran and has had plenty of opening nights, I think I'm leaning in that direction, sort of the veteran squad. Now, like I said in the other video, if you watch that, it's opening night. We don't have much to go off of. I've said I think multiple times, right? If you're sitting there having a drink with a buddy and he's like, hey, I like the Lakers tonight, and you're like, no, you're stupid, you like the Warriors? Or I like the Warriors, you're probably the stupid one, because what are you basing it on? You know what I mean? Obviously, there are little pieces that we can pull from and everything like that, but still not too much to go off of from this season. So, yes, I like the Warriors in this spot. Would it shock me if Luka goes out there and drops 40 on opening night, first opening night for the Lakers? No, right? Like, it's opening night. In terms of what we have from a total, back into the dashboard here, let me look at this, because I'm very interested, first and foremost, to note that both of these squads don't necessarily like to score in the restricted area or in the paint. That's what we would call easy buckets, right? Now, if they did want to do that, then yeah, I mean, the Warriors are pretty good at stopping that. Lakers, not so much, but both teams do stop the three pretty well. And now with Luka, Austin Reeves, those guys playing instead of LeBron, I think this Lakers team will shoot a few more threes, and both teams are fairly good at stopping it. You can even see here, right, effective field goal percentage, 8th in terms of the isolation. They're pretty good against the pick and roll, which the Lakers run a little bit as well. I think both teams have a tough time scoring in this one. You could see even just a year ago, neither one of these teams was a crazy pace team. Decent transition defense we can see via the dashboard. So yeah, I think this is also a nice spot to look at an under. I talked about it earlier with the other video. It's a little cliche to be like, shake off some rust, but I do kind of see it happening here. First and foremost for both these teams. So yeah, I like the idea of an under. 224 is in the graphic. I've seen some 225.5s out there. Now we're recording this the night before, so obviously odds subject to change, line subject to change. But I think the under is also something that is potentially live for us to take a peek at for this one. Now let's go ahead and jump into the player prop portion of the video here. And yeah, none other than Steph Curry. Go out there and get you 25 points. Opening night against the Lakers. Check this out. This is him in his last 4 games against the Lakers. This is him in his last 2 games when playing in LA, 37 and 37. I mentioned that this was obviously a Lakers team that stops the 3 and stops the pull-up, but there is a little bit of an advanced metrics there that the score percentage, meaning how often they score. Now, field goal percentage is different, but score percentage, how often they score, can come via fouls or anything like that. So say Steph Curry even gets hit taking a 3 and misses it, goes to the line and scores a couple points or 3 points off of that, that counts towards the score percentage.
I think I do think that Steph will go out there and just
kind of do what he wants and get 25 points. I mean, 37 points here against the team that is bottom 2 in the league.
I'm scared to
last year
take
at
that
score
Curry
percentage
for 20-something
with the pull-up
points.
3, which is obviously what Steph likes to do. Seems like it could be a nice little recipe. Now, obviously, that is a low line for a guy like him, and he's on the road, and there are things that work against him. I've already given you the spiel about being conservative and everything like that as we head into the season. But to me, this is Steph Curry that should be playing, anywhere from, and if we look at him last year, he hit this in just 48% of games. But let's say Steph Curry goes out there and plays, how many minutes do we want to say? Let's go with, let's put him at like 30 minutes, okay? 30 minutes, he hit it in nearly 60% of games last year. When on the road playing 30 minutes, 61% of games. So yes, the minutes will be important here. The health will be important here. That's huge to note. But again, this is him when he had plenty of games early on in the year when they were kind of just working him back in, or he missed some time, came back, was playing. So if we get a healthy Steph Curry, which I expect, we could see a really nice spot from him. Another plus money play that I don't necessarily mind is him to hit 5 threes. I mean, it's Steph Curry. You know what he's going to do, and he's going to shoot the threes, right? If this wasn't plus money, I really wouldn't be considering it. So if you're looking at it on DK or FD, I'd probably skip. But Novig, Profitex, those exchanges, still get it for plus money. That's really all we have in this game as of right now. Guys, like I always mention, keep an eye on the pinned comment on the final plays. If we add anything, if we change anything like that, that'll be the truth teller. That's the Bible. Everything will be updated there. So if all of a sudden I like the idea of Draymond's over an assist or something like that, I'll explain why, give a little blurb, a bullet point as to why I do like that with that pinned comment going to the Guy Boss Sports site. So go ahead and keep an eye on that. But if you made it this far into the video, go ahead and comment 9. You made it almost 9 minutes into the video. Really do appreciate it. I'm so excited for this NBA season. Obviously, be smart, be conservative. You're going to see a lot of quarter, 1/3 unit plays from me to start the season. It's just the smart thing to do. We need data. We need some analytics to be able to back our decisions, and we don't necessarily have those.
They're real safe, but
keep it easy, guys.
They're not that hard to get
either,
bro.
NBA season. We'll catch you in the next one, all right? Peace out.
I don't know. I might do it. That boy Boncho just sent his slip to me. I'm about to see what he did.
When stain makers cut loose,
We gotta
when
get
pets
rich,
run
man.
wild,
It's NBA
from
season,
fresh
bro.
spills to tough.
Hello,
shit here.
ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. I hope your day and your week have been going very well so far. The NBA officially returns tonight. We have 2 games to kick off the 2025-2026 NBA season. I could not be more excited to be back and talking basketball with you guys, but more importantly, I've got some really great picks to go ahead and share with you. But first, as always, people, please make sure to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and drop a comment down below. It helps the channel grow, and it really does mean a ton to us. With a new day, a new week, and a brand spanking new NBA season comes some new opportunities to go ahead and make some mother effing money. Guys, welcome back to NBA Player Props. Welcome back to the NBA. Welcome back to Guy Boston Sports. This is my third year covering NBA Player Props here on the channel. I could not be more excited, obviously, as you can tell, to be back talking NBA with you guys. It's going to be a great year. We had a very great year last year. Looking to build on that momentum coming into an even better year this year. To celebrate the new NBA season, I want to go ahead and do a little giveaway for you guys to celebrate the new year, to celebrate you and welcome you all back to the channel and back to the NBA Player Prop series. All you have to do, guys, is comment tip-off. That's tip-off down below in the comment section. And I'm picking one lucky commenter to go ahead and win a free $25 Amazon gift card. That's right. No conditions or anything. Just have to comment tip off, and one lucky commenter win a free $25 Amazon gift card to celebrate the new year. So make sure to go ahead and do that, and please subscribe to the channel. We have tons of NBA content all year long between myself, Evan, Trey, as well as all of our football content and baseball content and all that good stuff. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. I have 4 player props for tonight's slate. We have 2 games, like I mentioned. I have 2 player props from each game. And I've been rambling for about 2 minutes now, so let's go ahead and dive into, for the first time this year, our NBA player props for tonight. All right, guys, the first game we're taking a look at here is the official first game of the NBA season. We have the Houston Rockets on the road against the defending NBA champion.
All right, so chat, listen to this, bro. Banja, he got DeAndre Ayton for a double-double. He got Luka for 8 assists. Steph Curry, 30 points. Shai for 6 assists. Sengun, 8 rebounds. KD for 24. $10 for $4.92. That's with a profit booster, though, on FanDuel. Now, that's nice. I might have locked that one in. I might see how much they give me on DraftKings. I'm banned on FanDuel for some reason.
Oklahoma City Thunder, 7:30 p.m. tip-off. My first official player prop, my first official pick of the new NBA season. It's only fitting that I'm picking this guy for it to be. It's SGA of the Thunder over 10.5 rebounds plus assists. He was the MVP last year, NBA champion last year. It's only fitting that he's the guy who kicks off the new season. I'll go on my normal spiel like I do, whether it be football or basketball or baseball. I'll make it quick. Guys, at the start of the year, we get excited. The blood's pumping. The sport's back. We're all hyped. NBA's back on. And you want to go ahead and bet big numbers. I get it. But, guys, what I will say, and I say this at the start of every sports season, from a betting perspective, be cautious off the bat. It's a little risky here. We don't have a lot to go off of. It's a new year. Guys, you know, SGA obviously same team, but a lot of different circumstances. Guys, early season, player props are a bit tricky to go ahead and find good value and good winners. So just be cautious. I'm not saying don't bet. Have a good time. Bet responsibly, of course. But I'm just saying control your bankroll. Don't blow your load, so to speak, in the first night of the NBA. Be cautious and don't go crazy building 10-leg parlays out the back, guys. They don't hit often. All right, now that my little dad lecture time is over here, let's go ahead and break down our first player prop. So SGA over 10.5 rebounds plus assists. I'm grabbing it for -138 over on DraftKings. Best odds available to me. As always, guys, make sure to go ahead and shop around for the best sportsbook odds available to you, because what's best for me may not be what's best for you. Now, odds are a little high here. Obviously, we'd like it to be a little better from a value standpoint, but it's not bad. Now, like I mentioned, we don't have a lot to go off of. As the year goes along, we are going to really heavily use the data. If you watched my videos before, I like to use analytics and numbers to really make our plays here. For this case, we don't have a lot to go off of. Obviously, we have last year's numbers, head-to-head data, stuff like that, but obviously a lot of outdated information. So we have to take everything we see with a grain of salt. I do like the SGA line for starters from a head-to-head perspective, which is the key number I look at, the stat, I'm looking at here in the early part of the year, is what they did in the head-to-head department. Because, you know, if they had success last year, they should reasonably have success again this year. So SGA last year, very successful. against the Houston Rockets. He played Houston 5 times last year, and he cashed the over in 4 of 5 games. That's an 80% hit rate, averaging 12 rebounds plus assists per game across the 5 meetings with Houston last year, including 4 consecutive. So really good numbers here for SGA against the Rockets. In general, in 2024-25, including the playoffs here, SGA had a 61% hit rate on this over. That's 61 of 100 games. He cashed the over, averaging 11.44 rebounds plus assists per game last year. We also have the insights provided by Outlier. SGA has exceeded 10.5 rebounds plus assists in 6 of his last 7 games at home. Of course, that's last year, averaging 12.9 rebounds plus assists per game across his last 7 home games. And in general, he was very good in OKC last year. Playoffs and regular season, all their home games last year, he had a 65% hit rate on this over, averaging 11.83 rebounds plus assists per game across 52 home games last year. So good overall, good at home, good numbers across the board here for SGA. Now looking at the defensive matchup here versus the Rockets, again using last year's numbers, you see overall they actually were a pretty good rebounding team and didn't give up too many assists. However, versus point guards, rebounding numbers was 10th, which is still solid, not as good as their overall marks. Their assist numbers were still very high. But you hear me talk about this throughout the NBA season. Sometimes there are players, and SGA is definitely one of them, where they can overcome the defensive matchup. Yes, the Rockets had a good defense, but remember, their team is in a very different circumstance right now due to injuries and whatnot. So I think SGA is still a pretty good bet here to cash this line. He did it consistently against many teams, many tough defenses, tough matchups in the finals, in the playoffs. Wherever you look at it, he did it. I don't see why he shouldn't do it again tonight. One last thing to note before we move on to the next player prop, guys, is that Jalen Williams, the good Jalen Williams, is out tonight for the Thunder, obviously recovering from wrist injury. Last year, SGA played 9 games without Jalen Williams. He cashed it in 67% of those games, averaging 12 rebounds plus assists per game. So if you're looking at that angle, how does the Jalen Williams injury affect SGA? From a numbers perspective, it didn't really affect him all that much. All right, guys, and sticking with this same game, we have Amen Thompson of the Houston Rockets over 6.5 rebounds as our second player prop in today's video. I'm grabbing that for -140 over on BetMGM. Best odds available to me. Again, from an odds standpoint, I would like better, but we're taking what the books are giving us. I also want to mention very quickly, guys, all the final plays will be down below in the pinned comment. So if you're following along, and obviously, you know, we have a couple different picks, you're jumping throughout the video trying to find what I'm betting on, or you just forget what I'm taking, down below in the pinned comment will be the final plays, as well as on our website, GuyBostonSports.com. All the picks will be posted there. Again, 100% free as always. So Ahmed Thompson over 6.5 rebounds. It should be noted right off the bat, and I have to acknowledge this. Their lineup tonight is ridiculous. Obviously, the Fred VanVleet injury really affected Houston here, but their lineup is one of the biggest lineups I've ever seen. Ahmed Thompson is starting at point guard tonight for the Rockets. He's 6'7", and he's typically a small forward. Now, we're in the positionless era of the NBA, so no one really is what they, you know, Ahmed Thompson's a small forward. He goes play power forward, shooting guard, whatever. But him playing point guard is very unusual. Every guy in this lineup, minus Ahmed Thompson, is at least 6'11". Durant, Jabari Smith, Alperen Sengun, Steven Adams, they're all big guys. It's a really crazy lineup. Obviously, injuries has forced them in this position. They don't really have a replacement yet for VanVleet. They're still trying to figure that out. So Ahmed Thompson is starting at point guard tonight, which is very intriguing because from a matchup perspective, OKC, the one weakness they had, they were an amazing team last year, but the one weakness, if you want to call it that, was their rebounding numbers. They were 20th in the NBA, giving up 44.9 rebounds per game to opposing teams. Versus point guards, it was even worse, 26th in the NBA, giving up 6.6 rebounds per game to opposing point guards. So when that's normal point guards, right? When you have a 6'7" Amen Thompson running the point, that number should be there. Now the average was 6.6. We need him to get to 7. He should. The only risk there, obviously, is the fact that you have so many big guys on the court. Could he get some rebounds nerfed by some of these other guys? Possibly, maybe. But the numbers do look good. Head-to-head last year, he cashed this over in 3 of the 4 matchups against the Oklahoma City Thunder that he played in. He averaged exactly 7 rebounds per game. And the one time he missed it by 1 rebound with 6 rebounds back on December 1st against the Thunder. So pretty good numbers from an overall season perspective. A 66% hit rate on this over, 50 out of 76 games, He cashed the over, averaging 8.05 rebounds per game in total last year. So very good numbers there. And then the insights provided by Outlier. Amen Thompson has exceeded 6.5 rebounds in 10 of his last 12 games on the road, averaging 8.5 rebounds per game over his final 12 road games to to finish last year. So really good numbers, an 83% hit rate across the board, really good data, good head-to-head numbers, seems to be a pretty decent matchup spot. It's weird that Amin Thompson's playing point guard, but he's got plenty of opportunities. Even in the head-to-head department, I forgot to mention this, he had average of 15 rebound chances per game across those 4 matchups with OKC. So to me, looks to be pretty good numbers here. They're going to look at him a lot this year, so I like Amin Thompson's over 6.5 rebounds. Now, real quick, guys, I still have 2 more picks coming from the Warriors-Lakers game to close out the video, but I want to give a special shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Outline. You're going to hear about them a lot throughout this year because I use them as my primary sports betting tool of choice. Jumping back over to the Outlier screen, this is the screen I use throughout the year. If you watch my videos, I use it for every single video. It is the best sports betting tool on the market. And Outlier, honestly, has given a ton of updates this year to the server. I mean, there's so many more numbers. Now you look at the overall, like, they have first quarter rebound stats. Second, they have, like, break down the numbers by quarters, halves, all this stuff, positions. They have the lineup numbers. As the season goes along, you're going to see what previous players did against this team at that position. Like, there's so much information that Outlier provides. I'm only giving you guys a tiny taste of it. The only way to truly experience it for yourself is to go ahead and try it. Check out the link down below in the description or the pinned comment for a free 7-day free trial when you use our special promo link. Outlier has been a fantastic sponsor of Guy Boston Sports for years now. I will continue to use them. I always say it. I know you guys probably think I'm bullshitting you, but even if they didn't sponsor us, and I probably shouldn't swear during an ad read, even if they didn't sponsor us, I'd still use Outlier. I'd pay for it and use it because it really is a fantastic sports betting tool. It's made me a better sports bettor, and it can definitely make you a better and definitely smarter sports bettor. So check out Outlier, link down below in the description or the pinned comment. 7-day free trial. All right, guys, moving along here to the Warriors-Lakers game. 10 p.m. tip-off tonight. Our 3rd player prop in today's video and our first of 2 player props from this Warriors-Lakers game.
That boy keep on calling. Yeah. What up, Wagwan? You ready for the NBA, son?
Hell yeah, I was just about to tell. That's how I was calling.
Nah, yeah, I'm on stream right now putting in parlays.
What you thinking?
Hey, man.
Goal for some rebounds?
I got him for 8 rebounds on 1 slip. I got Al Horford kick first game on the Warriors kick 6 points. He can't get you 6 points. That's 3 buckets kick. You feel me? That's 2 shots. Feel me? So I got Al Horford for 6. I'm thinking about taking Jimmy Butler for 15, but I don't know.
That's kind of stretching it.
I don't know yet. Because on my other shit, I took KD for 20 already.
I feel like Curry gonna be hot.
Yeah, I got him for 30.
30?
Yeah, on my other slip. but that's like my big slip, my lottery slip. That's like my lottery slip.
Let me see let me go to my
I got Al Horford for 6, Jimmy Butler for 15, and I'm just trying to see if I could, like, you feel me, put anything else. That's not too bad. I'm even thinking about Alex Caruso for 6 points kick. Cause there's hella injuries going on right now.
Oh, they got that. Houston versus OKC. That game was tough.
Hell yeah, I'm on there. I'm watching that shit.
What you watching or doing?
I don't know. I think I got league pass.
Rockets Thunder. Let's see. See the odds.
Yeah, I'm staying away from money lines tonight.
Yeah. It's anybody game. Fucking.
I think I'm about to do under on the alternate total for the game of the Rockets.
Let's see, rebounds. Single getting 6 rebounds.
Alright, got them going under. LeBron not playing tonight either, so I don't know.
Fuck around and put the Golden State money line.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I'm like, they got Jimmy Butler to guard Luka, so like, you feel me?
Right.
Kind of cancel shit out.
How's Natasha doing?
And she's sturdy. We went to the hospital last night.
What they say?
None. She got a concussion.
For real? Damn.
Yeah. They gave her a shot. And fucking she off of work until Friday. It was like basically she just gotta stay off her phone and try to like, get some sleep.
Yeah.
Not listen to loud ass music, shit like that.
Right. You heard her?
What she say?
That means you gotta be quiet.
Yeah, she not in the room right now.
You sleep to music, her ass.
Sure, okay. Hold on, Alex Caruso though for rebounds? I might have to, bro. Hold on, let me see how many can I go. Damn. I can only bet he get 3. The lowest, nah. Fuck that.
Scared to put anybody for point, too.
Nah, niggas gonna be hooping tonight. Trust, that's the opening night. Niggas finna ball.
Fuck it, Curry for 20.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, I feel like he's getting 20 for sure.
Luka's definitely getting over 5.5 assists. He gotta get over that.
Yeah, I got him for 8 assists on my other slip.
Let me do 6.5.
Man, I think I'm about to do Sengun for 7 boards.
That's how I got him for 6. What you talking about?
Man, I might just go for Sengun for the double-double, bro.
Oh, shit, hungry for 10 points?
That nigga had 50 double-doubles last season.
Oh, what's it called not playing?
Who?
Oh, this is not even that game. Can you bet on horses? Yeah. Can I do it? A fucking horse? Yeah, some girl told me she made that money off betting on horses. This nigga D was playing fucking. What the fuck is that shit called?
What? The Rocket.
The Rocket, yeah.
That shit fake, bro. Don't sign up for that.
Yeah, they be trying to get you.
Yeah, I think I'm about to do Sengun for a double-double, bro. Al Horford for 6 points. Cause Sengun, bro, he could get 10 points so easily, and he passes, and he get rebounds. So it's like, you feel me? And that way KD playing shooting guard, nigga. It's like,
You know?
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm putting it.
Damn, 50% profit boost.
On DraftKings, on FanDuel.
You get to choose. That's kind of tough. You could choose back token, no sweat token, or 50% profit boost.
Yeah, no, that's hard. You got the Warriors or the Lakers?
Ain't no way the Lakers can win that. Like, that shit doesn't make any
We only got Luka, Austin Reeves, fucking DeAndre Ayton. That's the nice niggas on our team.
I gotta go to state. I got Curry for 20. I got Luka over 6.5 assists. I got Sengun for 6 rebounds. I got Isaiah Hartenstein for 6 rebounds. Get you 113.
I got a 5-legger right here. $10 get you 130.
What you put on that slip?
Al Horford for 6. Jimmy Butler for 15. Warriors money line. I put the Thunder, the total for that game under 231. And then Sengun for a double.
That one under 231.
Because the Rockets don't got no point guard right now. You feel me? So it's not gonna be that good. And then Jalen Williams is hurt for the Thunder. So it's the alternate. I might have to take the Sengun double off just to be safe.
Yeah, don't do that. Where the fuck do I gotta go for that?
Damn.
Is it nasty? What's good? No, this one. What do you want? What, a wipe? Bro, she just spilled it all on the floor. Are you all done? Are you all done? Damn. D, how the hell do I get to
Go to the total, like game total.
Yeah, they switched it. It's 227.
Yeah, do the alternate. It's alternate. Scroll down to the bottom.
What do you want?
Damn, kick. I don't know who to put on this shit. It says, KD. Do you think KD and SGA can combine for 60 points together?
No.
You don't think so? KD and SGA?
Thompson gonna be on his ass, so he's not gonna get easy shots.
True.
You know, he is shifty, but he's not a nigga that wanna play defense. You're gonna wanna pass the ball more. You're gonna take some shots, but you're gonna wanna pass the ball more. So that's the only reason why I think that slip will be blown.
Oh, this sound. If I link my Discord, I get a 50% profit booster, nigga. What? Hell yeah, link this shit right now. They said if I link my Discord to my DraftKings, I get a 50% profit booster on any NBA bet.
Oh, yeah.
Need that. Hold up. I don't even remember my password for this Discord shit. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Accept. So it says, yes, sir. But I only could bet $5 though. That's stupid. It's only max $5 that'll let me boost.
That's the only bit I'm doing.
I'm trying to put the profit booster on my shit, nigga, so my shit could go crazy off the little four-legger, bro. The little safe four-legger. The craziest thing on the slip is Jimmy Butler for 15 against the Lakers with no LeBron, though. Like, you feel me? It's not letting me do it, though. I'm gonna clear it, and then I'm gonna restart it. Fuck it. I'm gonna click on the promo.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, matter of fact, I'm glad you on the phone with me. So what do I need to order off Amazon for me to do my mic thing? You know how you said I have to plug the cord into the Elgato and my controller? For my headset?
What are you trying to do exactly?
You know how you plug it, that little cord into the Elgato and then into your mic or your controller, so it's able to pick up the game volume and party chat volume?
Yeah.
What is that called?
A Elgato chat link cord.
I want to order one.
That's it. And then you just gotta get like earbuds or something.
Earbuds?
Yeah.
Well, I gotta get earbuds.
Cause you're gonna need two. How you gonna hear the game volume in the headset? Like your PC.
It's two different systems that you trying to have your headset work for. You feel me? Yeah, that's not gonna work. So you feel me? You're gonna have to have your headset and then earbuds under your headset.
Yeah, maybe I'll just leave, cause I think my stream sounded good.
Yeah, I don't listen to it. I pick or choose. You feel me? Like if I'm gonna listen to game volume, I'm not gonna be on my PC playing music and shit like that. That means I'm locked in.
Right.
So like I do that when we on fucking RP, we on Rainbow, like you know some shit like that. But Other than that, I don't be hearing that shit.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep doing what I was doing. I need a spoon. Back on my stream, like, oh yeah, sound clear. That sound clear. That shit straight.
Oh yeah, all right. So boom, I got Al Horford for 6. Warriors to win. I'm gonna take Jimmy for that 15. If I could take him for even 14, 13, I'll do that. Hold on. Mm-hmm. 15. I'm gonna take it for the 15. Then we're gonna take the under on the total of the game.
No way, she just killed her own son. I think she gave him the dip poison. Oh yeah.
Boom. And I don't know who else I should put on this slip, bro. For real.
Yeah, I ain't putting so many.
I already got Sengun for 8 rebounds, so I don't want to put him for 8 rebounds again and he don't get that shit. I'm gonna be mad as fuck.
Yeah, and that's like double the slip.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that the hard way. I had 2 slips that was gonna be green, and one of the slips went bad because of one slip. So, I know you streaming though, so I'll be on later.
Alright, bet. Alright,
Is Steph Curry over
I'm thinking
5.5 assists, which I'm grabbing for plus 127 over on Novik. So it's a plus money play. A lot of different options for tailing this one across sports books. And again, I will in that pinned comment where I put the final plays, I will also show you what units I'm putting. So whether I'm putting a full unit, half a unit, 3/4 of a unit, whatever the case may be. All of that information will be in that pinned comment as well. So Steph Curry over 5.5 assists plus money play. Again, from a head-to-head department, and this is obviously the theme of these player props, looking for strong head-to-head numbers. Curry played the Lakers 4 times last year, he cashed the over in 3 of those 4 matchups against LA in the 2024-25 season. That, of course, being a 75% hit rate, averaging 6.25 assists per game against the Lakers last year. You scroll down below here to the potential assists per game. He averaged 10.3 potential assists per game, so pretty good numbers overall here for Chef Curry. Again, we need exactly 6 assists to cash the over, so not asking for too much here. Looking at 2024/25 overall, last year Curry had a 58% hit rate on this over. 46 out of 79 games he cashed the over, averaging 5.9 assists per game last season. So very good numbers across the board here for Curry. This insight provided by Outlier is really awesome. Steph Curry has exceeded 5.5 assists in 15 of his last 19 games versus bottom 10 defenses for assists allowed. He's averaging 6.7 assists per game in that 19-game sample size. That is, of course, a 79% hit rate. So really good numbers there for Curry. The Lakers, obviously, last year, 21st in the NBA in terms of assists allowed to opposing teams. If we narrow that down to the point guard position, it's still in the bottom half of the league, actually bottom 10 in the league. They were 24th in the NBA last year, giving up 9.3 assists per game on average to opposing point guards. So it's a good matchup spot for Curry. He's had success against the Lakers. A lot of good numbers supporting this player prop here. And it's a plus money play, which obviously adds the value. We talked about the first couple of player props. The value wasn't exactly there that we're looking for. This is a plus 127 on NoVig. It's plus 120 BetMGM, plus 114 FanDuel, plus 107 DraftKings, etc., etc. A lot of great options here. Really great valuable player prop for something that Curry cashed well more than half the time last year. So really good numbers. All right, guys, and our fourth and final player prop in today's video, again, sticking with Lakers Warriors, we're going with Luka Doncic here over 7.5 assists, which we're grabbing for minus 139 over on DraftKings. Again, from a value standpoint, not the best value we can find for sure. But I do really like this spot for Luka. Now, I think a lot of people are going to be leaning towards his points, which I totally understand that. But I do think his assists a slightly better play. Now, off the bat, the data is definitely the weakest of all the picks I've given you guys in the video, but it's a little riskier, but I still like it. Luka Doncic head-to-head against the Warriors, for last season. 1 of 3 games against Golden State, he cashed the over. That's, of course, just a 33% hit rate, averaging 8.67 assists per game across the 3 matchups with Golden State. Now, the one time he cashed it, he had 13 assists. He was a member of the Dallas Mavericks, so different team, different circumstances. The first game where he only had 6 assists, same story. Different team, different circumstances. He did play them one time as a Laker, and he had 7 assists in that game back on April 3rd. So it was still kind of early in Luka's tenure with the Lakers, but he did have 7 assists in that game. Look at the potential assists, though. He had 15 potential assists in that game. So a lot of
I'm looking at the link right now that you just sent, bro.
14.3 potential assists per game against the Warriors across those 3 matchups last year. In total in 2024, he had a 45% hit rate on this over. Granted, it was a very weird year for Luka. He had injury stuff. He got traded middle of the year to a Lakers team that had LeBron James, so trying to figure out how those two work together. It was a weird year for Luka.
He's sad.
Still,
Luka 25, Curry 3 threes, KD 20, 25.
He still averaged 7.49 assists.
Yeah, nah, that's good money.
And the
though.
Warriors defensively were not a team that gave up a ton of assists, including to point guards, 6th best record in the NBA, only gave up 8 assists.
No, I'm jacking that.
All these
Hold
numbers,
on.
I'm sure you guys are asking at this point.
I'm
why,
jacking that. I'm
why
about to
am
put that
feeling
one
Luka
in
here?
too.
I mean,
Hold
there
on.
really isn't a lot going, right? A lot of the numbers are in the negative here. So why am I telling Luka? Well, the most important factor here is the fact that LeBron James is not playing in this game.
All right.
That is huge because when LeBron is out, Luka is the focal point.
I'm about to show y'all some shit that I had just got cooked up. I'm about to try to get into my FanDuel so I can use my promos on there and shit. But I just used the promos on DraftKings. I used a slip that one of my boys sent me, and then I just made one of my own slip. So I'm gonna tell y'all both. So this one right here, these shits the $5 max shit. So these only for $5. You feel me? This with the booster and the no sweat. And then I'm about to cook up like a $20 slip or some shit right now. But this one is 6 legs. It's Shy for 6 assists. Sengun 8 rebounds. KD over 23.5, so he need 24 points. Curry for 30. DeAndre 8 in double, and then Luka for 8 assists. That's from Banja. So shout out Banja. If that bitch hit, that's $159 off of $5. That's a promo. Another one now. I got another 6-legger that I just made. It's fucking $5 for 137, but I got a 50% profit booster for linking your Discord to your DraftKings. If you link your Discord to your DraftKings, them niggas give you feel me, booster. So I just did that. I got under 230.5 for the alternate total on the Rockets game. KD with 20, Sengun for a double. That might sound risky, it might sound crazy, but you just gotta see the vision though. You feel me? But it's $5. Once again, it's $5. I'm throwing that shit away. Feel me? Then we got Al Horford for 6 points, bro. He is no way in hell Al Horford can't get 6 points. The only way he don't get 6 points tonight is if that nigga absolutely don't play. You feel me? So we need that. And then we got Austin Reeves for 15 points. I took him for 15 because it's like no LeBron. Luka gonna be out there, but shit, besides Luka on the Lakers, man, it ain't no scorers. You feel me? And he the second best ball handler on the team right now, besides fucking Marcus Smart. You feel me? So he might as well get 15. Nigga, take the shots. And then we got Golden State money line. I feel like they gonna beat the Lakers only because like Luka can't do everything by himself, you know. So that's what I got. And then that right there, that's $5 for 137. And then I'm gonna cook up now some other shit. And then I'm about to cook up that, what's it called? You said I got SGA for a triple dub. Yeah, triple dub for SGA. Nah, he definitely getting that. Especially if Jalen Williams ain't playing. I'm confident with the SGA triple dub. Which I want to be careful though, since it's day one though. These niggas might be on some load management shit. You feel me? Niggas might play 15 minutes kick and they start getting pumped. Niggas getting took out that game immediately. That's what I'm worried about tonight. That's why I'm not trying to go for like nothing too crazy, you know. But even if I hit for a little $50, nigga, fuck it, cause I'm not about to load up like too much money on this shit. So as long as I win, even if it's $10 profit for the night, bro, that's a win, nigga. You know what I mean? That's a win. This year I'm not trying to go long legs on the slips or none of that either. I'm about to start coming out with 4-leg bangers, bro. Throw 25 on it, kick, and you gonna get right. Trust.
Throughout the year, Luke. This is Luka's team now. LeBron's in his 40s. Luka, this is the face of the franchise. Luka also, we don't know what skinny Luka looks like yet. What does that mean for him? Is he going to play better on the court now? He's lost a little weight, better shape. We'll see. But without LeBron,
build a website you love.
I'm telling y'all, this shit
with
about
Wix.
to get real, nigga. NBA here, bro.
For your words,
every night, nigga. This gambling shit is actually sick, man. I ain't gonna cap.
YouTube faithful, what's going on? Captain Crush back again. It is Taco Tuesday, and we are going to talk some taco pairs. I know I'm late. I had an early live stream, deal with some stuff in the Discord with the Discord faithful, but now we are here digging and diving for the YouTube faithful. Now let's do a quick review of yesterday before we dive in on this NBA slate. This is going to be a quick little video. Now, my brothers and sisters in Christ, if you tailed last night on this very video, this was the four-man nuke that we created.
Football,
Baker, Brown, Fairbairn, and JSN. Now, I also gave you Fairbairn 6.5 kicking points. Parlay play didn't have it. Prize Picks did.
College football, I feel like is literally
Saint
a
Brown,
money laundering
I told you guys
scheme,
his anytime touchdown or 6.5 receptions. He had 5 receptions at the half, folks. That's right, 5. Ends up hooking it because the game got scripted out. He did, however, get a touchdown, making him a net neutral. It is heartbreak. That is the game. That is the life we've chosen. If you tailed and mixed and matched, maybe you came out with a dub. The prop list in general went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 2. Bucks didn't cover plus 10.5, and Amon-Ra didn't get his receptions. Everything else cashed. Baker's yards, JSN's yards, and his longest reception. Mike Evans was a reboot. Fairbairn cash. Seattle minus 1.5, the freest of free squares. And in addition to that, I gave you the touchdown goblin with Collins and JSN and Baker's second half live square. Now that recap's over, let's go ahead and talk about NBA season. So right now I'm working on a data model that's interactive. I already have one, a spreadsheet one that is active right now in the Discord. It's posted just like every other day with NFL and MLB. It's posted there. I'm working on a similar one like Crushed Bats was for MLB. It's going to be called Crushed Courts, courtesy of Invasion Choose. That is a working title right now. I may change the name, but it did kind of have a ring to it. Crushed Courts. Yeah, I like it. I like it. So that'll be out probably in like 2 to 3 weeks. I need more data to come in, finish my pipelines, do my interface, and then we'll move from there. However, the spreadsheet models are still optimal. They're very, very good. They printed for NFL yesterday. If you don't believe me, you can go here and check out the winning slip sections. James says all he wants for Christmas is a shout out. Well, here you go, buddy. You're going to get the shout out. The JSN anytime touchdown, the Amonra anytime touchdown. A lot of people got dubs. When the list smashes, that's going to happen. My Kalshi plays hit. I had Woody Marks' receiving yards cashed. The projections cashed. Looks like Negative was coming up with the NHL. Houston says projection sheet dub club feeds. He's not lying. Overall, decent day. Okay, unfortunately for me, though, I had my nuke chalk, but we're talking basketball. And the basketball projections are posted right here for you guys that are in the Discord. You will see it there every single day. That is where it will be. Even when the interactive model comes out that you go to on the website, it'll still be there. Now let's talk Turkey. A lot of popular plays. People are going to come on here and tell you this is a lock. It took me 5 seconds to already see on Twitter, on Instagram, everywhere else. This is a must play. You have to play. He's going to destroy. It brings out all the poverty, dude. And I don't understand how it works until I see the people in my own Discord that fall for that nonsense. Guys, no face, no sale. That's the motto we got here, guys. Listen to people that are willing to put their face on their content, okay? A Twitter paragraph is literally a fart in the wind, okay? Most of the time it's recycled and every time it stinks. Now, let's talk about the man, the myth, the legend, the MVP, the finals legend, Alexander, 27.5 points. Can he get it done versus a stingy Houston Rockets defense at home for a ring ceremony? I say yes. I liked him at 31.5. Oh, yeah, I did. They bumped him up to 32.5. They left me selling my soul for shekels. So I went ahead and took my taco pair, a 1v1 optimal, him and KD. It pays 2.25x. I'm fine with it. If Alexander sells, guess what? Just because I'm an OKC fan, don't think that I won't ban him night 1, week 1. It'll happen. I've done it before. I'll do it again. If he can't get 28 points tonight, he's going on the banned list. You better believe it. That's leg number 1. Model says he gets 32. Now, let's talk about someone else. Someone near and far. And eventually, we're going to be doing the fantasy scores around here once again, back again, once we get those crispy fantasy points per minute. A lot of people on new teams right now, so we can't really come to a conclusion. I got last year's analytical data, and I can kind of pinpoint my way around these fantasy points per minute. Pero I don't really want to go there day 1, week 1. In my opinion, week 1 for NBA, game 1 starts tomorrow with the big slate. We'll have a lot of squares. I'll have an early video out for y'all tomorrow. Today, we're kind of just getting our feet wet. Pero we got to figure something out. And I think my man Aaron Wiggins has to be considered tonight. Again, stingy defense. I prefer Alexander. Underdog has him at 11.5 right now. PrizePicks bumped him up to 12.5. Don't take him at 12.5. Take him at 11.5 on Underdog. But if you want to take him on PrizePicks, just take him at 10.5. Remember, J-Dub's out of the mix. Aaron Wiggins can get hot. He's a shooter. He lives to shoot. That's what he does. I think he's hitting. I think he's crispy. You can put him in a lineup. I think it's hitting, Papa. Aaron Wiggins, take him on Underdog. Forget PrizePicks. Don't eat that bump. The next player that I like is good old Jimmy Buckets. I don't know if you guys remember. He used to be a wagon. But, comment guy, this is where I'm leaning right now, so hold on to your hats. Under 17.5 points. Oh, comment guy just lost his mind. Guys, we are guessing right now. You're not going to begrudge me a bit. Usually I don't begrudge you a bit. But it's Jimmy Butler, under 17.5 points. I got him projected for 16. If he gets 18 points tonight, so be it. But I will tell you this. It's opening night. I won't be surprised if he drops 20. I know it's a risk. I'm not going to anchor it. The line's been moving from 16 to 17 all day long. So
on
if you don't want
stream.
to stomach the under, you can go
We're
right
gonna
over
play
here to his
2K.
PRA
We're gonna
and take
crash
over
these
27.5
parlays.
PRA because Jimmy Buckets
Feel me?
lives to get RA.
So I hope that
10.5
niggas on that
RA
shit
used
too.
to be the wagon of wagons.
We
Now this
crash
was
some
playoffs,
parlays
so don't
together.
take too much mind to it.
So I'll be back in a
Pero
little bit.
somebody gonna
Appreciate
have to
y'all
get
niggas that
rebounds and
tapped in. I'll
assists
be right
over there.
back.
Could be Curry.